pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call. Mark Reynolds here. Bill Barnes here.
Doug Schrader here.
Jim Langham here.
All present except Mr. Bennett. Open forum. Is there anything from the floor? Yes, ma'am.
Hi everybody. I'm Vicki Polito. I live up in Walker's Grove. I just wanted to mention, I wasn't here last month because I was ill, or I'd have mentioned it then, but I wanted to say thank you and congratulations. I thought that the new Chat with the Chiefs program was pretty good. I thought it went very well. The only thing, and I mentioned this at Coffee with the Mayor, where Chief Konopek had been last time, and I imagine you could convey this to the guy from Oswego, that nice gentleman. I thought the seating was a little bit weird, and I know it's strange in that room because they have court in that room. So if you know that room, it's got that little, judge's podium, and then what they had was a long table way over on this side and a long table over on this side, and the two groups were separated out. I thought that looked a little kludgy and didn't necessarily look like you guys were unified. So if you could ask somebody at the police station, even if they just moved those couple of long tables up in front of that podium and slide it together, I think it would present nicer, in my opinion. It looked a little bit like, oh, these guys over here, those over there, never the two shall meet. So if you might want to do that. But otherwise, I thought it was real informative and really interesting. Thank you.
The next one's going to be here, so we'll have that resolved.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, and then you'll be taking turns a little bit. Okay, thank you.
Anything else from the floor? Correspondence?
We got a letter from the Oswego Fire Protection District. Dear Chief, thank you for your assistance in the incident on February 20th, 2015 at Orchard Road and Caterpillar Drive, the car versus bus accident. Your timely response and professional demeanor of your crew helped us make the incident run quickly and efficiently. We thank you for your time and your ability in our time of need. Please let us know if there's anything we can do to assist you further. Chief Rick Netzer. The crew that was over there was, looks like Joseph Baker and Mark Finley. We also have a thank you card. Board of Trustees, I would like to thank the board for the gift certificate and the plaque presented to me at my retirement. It was appreciated. John Eichelberger. I also have a looks like Dave and Mary met with the Historical Preservation Commission on some stuff, and recognition of Mary did a great job doing a target handout for this meeting at a very short notice. So, good job, Mary.
Thank you. I'll entertain a motion for the approval of the minutes of the February 10th meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained? That motion is carried. I'll also entertain a motion for the approval of the February 19th meeting.
Make the motion.
Second. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? The motion is carried. And I'll entertain a motion for the treasurer's report of February 2015.
Make that motion.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. And also I'll entertain a motion for the payment of bills as presented.
In the usual manner.
Second.
Moved and seconded to pay the bills in the usual manner. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? That motion is carried. Old business. Further details in the chief's report. Headquarters campus, are we, anything on that?
Nothing, the training stuff John probably talked about briefly in his report, just
Okay.
update on that. But, nothing else with headquarters campus.
You want to carry on with the...
Sure. Splain Street, we've got the battalion chiefs are checking on a daily basis now, just to make sure it hasn't been broken into, making sure the heat's set right, making sure we don't have any running water and those kinds of things that end up costing us money and giving some exposure. So they're doing that as part of their regular station rounds for their companies. The strategic plan, we've got the edited version that we worked on last time. That's all been put into a regular readable document now, and Nicole will be getting that out to you rather quickly. We would like to further discuss how you want the rest of that process to go in terms of engaging various partners to look at that new version towards completing that draft process, how we want to engage those partners, members from the public, members from our own organization, and so forth. So we've got a couple ideas on that. We can talk about it at a workshop, short term or whatever, and move that ahead as well. I think we did some good work on it the last special meeting and got a lot of the big stuff addressed. So. And the IPRF grant funds have been received, and basically just waiting for weather for them to order equipment and beginning installs of those lights at the 4 fire stations. So we're ready to go on that as soon as the weather breaks.
Any questions of that, Chief? New business?
Any operational stuff, John?
No operation. Board review notices? No. Annexation? No. Review and discuss the policy manual, we have,
They have copies of that.
Yes.
You receive those. We can combine that with the strategic plan workshop if you want. There's a rather extensive document for your review. A lot of draft work has gone into that, and there's been a lot of changes, and I think those are all indicated on your manual that you have. So if you haven't had time to digest it yet, I don't want to set it out too far. We would like to get this in place sooner rather than later, but it's kind of a dynamic document anyway. There's a lot of stuff there. Change.
what are you talking about? Maybe by next meeting sometime?
It'd be nice to get that in between now and next meeting, if we could workshop that in the strategic plan, lay out a map for that to move ahead.
Okay.
So we'll get some dates and see what's good.
And how are you guys set for a couple of weeks on Tuesday?
Tuesday during the day.
Whenever, day or night?
Tuesdays for me would have to be afternoon.
See you looking, Mark.
I'm looking.
It could be a Thursday too. I mean, I just said Tuesday because it's a couple of weeks from now.
25th or Wednesday or 26th, is that Thursday? I work Tuesday, 24th.
Okay, either of those 2 days.
Yeah, the 25th or 26th, the Wednesday or Thursday. Whatever works best for the chiefs, I guess.
Those are both good, except the 26th, we have negotiations in the morning. But Wednesday is open all day, the 25th, and the 26th after about 11.
Want to go Wednesday? How's that work for you, Jim?
Wednesday is not good for me because I'm at the, right now they've got openings, so I'm at the hospital morning and afternoon till 4.
Is Thursday at 1 good, the 26th?
26, yeah.
Is that
I
bad
guess
enough?
it'll work.
That's okay?
As long as you know I'm out of town.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a
26th.
policy and
I'm
a stretch plan. All
What time?
right. 1?
Well,
Okay.
The concrete bids, we're waiting one more bid from a local company. John, you want to talk about John looked them all over with his experience, and I think he has some valuable input.
pretty much, you guys got these rejected.
Yeah.
One of the things we looked at with that area over there in the north door, the depression, setting that down, called a hinge cut, so that will move a little bit better. We know in our type of weather here, it's freezing and thawing, we get a lot of that here.
Yeah.
One of our issues is we have a downspout coming right there, so you do have that water down there through the freezing thawing cycles. But with that hinge cut, if we can do that, then let that concrete move, we still keep our doors accessible. So kind of leaning towards that route with,
Yeah, it looked like the two bids were kind of apples and oranges.
Right.
We're waiting for this third local bid, and then we'll have a better comparison.
Will that stop from rising, John?
yeah, with the hinge cut, it will do that. should stop
I
it.
think they pin it too, don't they, in that,
We do
within
vertical,
that.
you do horizontal, and we also put some mesh in there where we'll stop it from rising. So it has some little give, but not a lot. So I think that was our problem over there, by looking at the concrete, how it's popped.
Well, I think the whole thing was due to the change, we're gonna do bricks out there, remember?
Well,
And then we decided to concrete it, and
something happened, I'm not sure exactly what happened, but when that threshold over there, typically they do the compression in the foundation, we don't have that, so it's sitting right on the foundation, the other
Yeah.
slab's poured up to that, so you don't have that freezing thaw in that area, I think that's our problem.
okay,
So,
so that's more to come on that.
correct.
Is there any way, John, when they do that, I haven't looked at the gutter system, but is there a way to get that gutter out away from there so it's not going down between the
Right down
foundation?
that wall. It's actually, it comes down at the wall, interior of the wall, and it comes right out. The orifice is right there on the wall.
Can you take it away from
Can we
there?
extend it somehow?
Probably not. If you look at, like, if you look at it, you can kind of
Take a
get
look
an
at it,
idea.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a brass fitting against the brick wall.
Okay, where are the trainers?
Yeah, Senator Bertino Tarrant had asked permission to use the training room for no cost for a public meeting for, words failing here, like a gathering of the public for questions and concerns for her office and things of that nature. So the language is a little ambiguous, it seems, in our policy for that about political things, but that seems, it doesn't seem really political from my view, but I didn't want to make that call and let you guys, I don't mean to put you on the spot with it, but it seems an appropriate use of that, our facility for the
Sounds like,
citizens.
more like a community meeting.
Right, yes,
than
thank
anything.
you.
It's like a town meeting. or
Right, it's not like
something
it's
that,
No, it is a problem with
running
that.
Yeah, no,
campaign
it's
or
pretty
anything.
apolitical.
Okay,
Okay,
that's fine.
all right, thank you.
Chief report, we have that information.
Yeah, that's in your packet, the fire recovery and the Andres billing information.
Okay. Committee reports, I have nothing for administration. Do you have anything on vehicles?
Yeah, they're still talking the second and third week of April for the new ambulance. I know they're gonna get ready, a couple, the guys are gonna be, get ready to go out there and look at it. The backup cameras are in. I believe they're gonna be doing some training up there, forcible entry training, and when they're up there doing training, they're gonna be taking a look at the different cameras. Might have a couple options for them on those, different size screens. So we're gonna let the crews look at those, and then I believe, the new car one should be in within the next week. So, other than that, BC's car's up and running. I haven't heard anything with it. Strand's car's up and running, no issues. So, that's all I have.
We're all set for a vehicle, for our inspectors and stuff.
Yeah.
It's all covered.
With vehicles, Mark, I just want to give Mike the kudos. We had an alternator go down in the truck, and that's one of those things we don't keep on hand in our parts room. $3,000, $3,500 part. So when that went out, it was a Friday afternoon. Mike went,
You could sing.
that wasn't my fault. Mike ran up to Chicago, got the part, had it back in, and then lost like 4 hours of downtime. So meanwhile, we had lockwood covenants with the tower ladder. And, but I mean, that just shows his dedication to us getting that truck back in service.
Yeah, and they don't handle us in that much right away.
I know, not that.
He was saying that's an original alternator too, that's, you got a pretty good life on that alternator, that's,
That's going to the museum.
yeah.
That's on our vehicle market.
Yep, thank you.
Anything under land and buildings that we have information from Kenny or anybody?
I don't believe so. No, sir.
Somebody asked me today about pancake breakfast. Now, we could put a sign down there at that building somehow to say it's up here, or you think we're gonna cover it with an ad and or just our sign out here?
There's posters on the windows.
Is there?
Yeah, and after St. Baldrick's, we have a sign down there advertising that for this weekend. It's going to say children pancake breakfast coming up here.
Okay, because people are gonna be going there and wondering where we go.
I think Ralph said he had some signage too for, the he went to Tom's, he got some signage
Oh,
stating that it's at this building,
Yes,
this
okay.
facility, so.
Okay. EMS?
Nothing right now.
Doug, personnel? Fire commission, is everything on that? No? Okay, that's good. Deputy Chief Patton, you're up.
You got my report. I just want to comment on the training facilities, Chief Little said. Everything's been approved. We're going to meet up with, we got the final prints coming. They should be here by Friday. We're going to sit down with the chief, myself, building department, water department, streets department, Dale Parsons and Mark Stockwell, just to make sure they had some kind of concerns about water usage and stuff, so we're going to handle all that out, and so everybody's on the same page. And that'll be, as soon as we get those prints in, then we'll forward them over to the building department. They're ready to pull a permit for us, and we're good to go. Just waiting for the weather.
Good.
I'm sorry, the only other thing on the buildings is the build out of the lieutenant's offices at Station 2 has been, we got full occupancy for that yesterday morning, so they're in. Thank you.
We're up to closed session. Do we have anything for closed session?
We do, we have a personnel issue.
Okay. This time, we'll go out of open session at 6:20 by my watch. I can see that. Okay. And for the purpose of workman's comp report, personnel issues, collective bargaining, potential sale and lease of real estate, and pending and threatening litigation. We are open in closed session.